GameStop might have just leaked a whole bunch of Nintendo Switch games coming soon. Let's dive into all of it. What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's League Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your brand new content for today. Yes, we're talking about SKUs. This is really interesting stuff because it actually talks about brand new video games coming to Nintendo Switch, and this happens a lot. This has been happening before every single Nintendo Direct happens, so yes, this is something very special that we're actually going to be talking about together. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making videos on YouTube? Well, whatever you can think of, send your questions through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your questions live on the show in one of our next episodes. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, yes, it is finally complete. We have our giveaway winners, and today I finally get to announce who actually won the giveaways for Blocked Content's big, very first giveaway. So are you guys ready to find out who they are? I've chosen these two winners based on a couple of parameters, but mostly it's because of perseverance, a lot of different comments on a lot of different videos, very funny, original. So let me introduce you first to the winner of the Blocked Content What's Happening My Block Buddies t-shirt, and that's Spike, the Phantom Ghost. So please send me a message through the About page on my channel and we will get the giveaway win sorted for you. And our next winner for the big Piranha plushie win is Brandon the Stallion. You have now gotten this beautiful puppet boy. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we're doing another one really soon. I might even do it in the next video, and they're going to be a little bit quicker this time. So there will be more item giveaways and they will run out a little quicker. So a lot more winners, a lot more great giveaways. So I hope you guys join up. So thank you guys so much for joining today. It's absolutely crazy that we get to do this every day. Let's head on into the content of today's video right now. And yes, we're talking about 12 blank Switch software SKUs that have been added to GameStop's system. Well, this actually comes from Go Nintendo tweet at gonintendo.com. So yes, it shows a couple of different entries for available SKU. So all of this information is extremely interesting because it could actually hint to a Nintendo Direct, and it actually has in the past. That's actually the big news of today. You know, according to a lot of people that talk about these things, a little bit of info about what this is. SKUs stand for stock keeping units, which is an identification usually alphanumeric and a particular product that allows it to be tracked for inventory purposes. Typically, an SKU pronounced with the individual letters or as SKU is associated with any purchasable item in a store or catalog. So before it hits stores, something like maybe, you know, a pre-order or something like that, a case that is not final, Switch games, stuff like that, that could all happen very soon. And for these couple of games, yes, Go Nintendo tweets out, this might be happening soon. And then of course the comment underneath at Actual Arrow says, just like every time before a Nintendo Direct. And that's when you block buddies kind of blew up. Everyone sent me these messages in our little Facebook group as well and our Discord. And they basically sent me this tweet as well from Storm Yorha at Storm Yorha saying, at this point, we should just go ahead and start asking GameStop for Nintendo Direct news instead of Nintendo themselves. It happens every darn year. So they, of course, also show a little bit of evidence that this has actually happened. And it also shows Sabi, who is, of course, someone that we talk about a lot on this channel, because this person has an inside source in Nintendo that talks about Super Smash Bros. And other games within Nintendo and has potential leaks. Now, also saying, in June of 2019, printed out on paper. This was sent in by a GameStop employee on my server. Reminder that SKUs are just placeholders for new games, so these don't tell us much more, but are great for speculation. So yes, a lot of new stuff was actually coming, and that was just before a Nintendo Direct. And then this one from May 2018, a pre-E3 season is upon us because a butt ton of new Switch SKUs have popped up in the GameStop system today. And next up is a tweet from June 17 from @Nintendeal saying 3 unknown Nintendo Switch game SKUs and 12 Amiibo prize toy SKUs are now in GameStop's system. So that means we might be getting Nintendo Direct way earlier than we thought, because of course everyone is kind of geared towards February because that happened last year, and now it might even look like we get one in January. So maybe mid-January would be a great Nintendo Direct time. I mean, if this happens every time before a Nintendo Direct, boys, we might get ready for some good stuff. And the good stuff here would be talking about Nintendo Switch games and what's coming up. So we already know Animal Crossing is coming, a bunch of other games, but there is a really big hole in Nintendo's 2020, and I want to know what they fill it up with. I want to know what game is next. Well, we actually have been sent a leak that has been making the rounds for this past day, and that actually comes from ND Mini 2020, which is of course Nintendo Direct Mini. So small, not too many big reveals, but it actually talks and leaks of a couple of things. Of course, this isn't proven to be correct, so stand by. To kick off a new decade of gaming, Nintendo will stream a Nintendo Direct Mini within the first week of January. Mario Golf Switch, name not final. A new installment of Mario Golf is coming around summer 2020, very similar to Mario Tennis Aces. It has a story mode and characters like Mario, Luigi, and Peach have new golf-centric outfits. Then Brain Age, Nintendo Switch training. North American release confirmed. Western version will also have a stylus bundle. April 3rd, 2020. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, now slated for summer 2020, and we also get our first look at Downtown Bikini Bottom and Goo Lagoon. Fire Emblem Warriors, believe it or not, the game is getting an extra DLC pack based on Fire Emblem Three Houses. So far, Edelgard and both the male and female versions of Violet are shown to be playable. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Amiibo support similar to New Leaf. Scan a particular figure and a new character will visit your island on a yacht, which will have special clothing, furniture, etc. Then, Pokemon Home News. The service will come February 21st. Downloading it within the first month will give you Gigantamax Melmetal for Sword and Shield. Shenmue 1 and 2. Both games are being ported to Switch in spring 2020. Both games will fit on one cartridge. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Complete Edition, being properly brought over to the Nintendo Switch this time, not like that Japanese-only cloud version. All DLC is also included and will come summer 2020. Cruise and Blast, home console version of the recent arcade racer in 2020. Yes, a lot more information about these kinds of games. Panzer Dragoon Remake, more info is shown, will launch April the 14th, and then Rare Replay / Ori and the Will of the Wisps. By popular demand, Microsoft is porting both games to the Switch. They plan on releasing them by the end of 2020/2021 fiscal year. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the last character of the Fighter's Pass, is finally revealed to be Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes, winter 2020. Now, going over this, I mean, it's a lot of info. It's a Nintendo Direct Mini, but it kind of feels like there's a lot more content than we usually get in those minis. So the idea of starting with a new Mario Golf game, yes, Mario Golf, one of my favorite franchises. I loved the game on Nintendo GameCube, and the first game on Nintendo 64, I believe that was the first game. That was incredible as well. I really played that game a lot, and I love the human characters in it as well. If it has a story mode similar to Aces, and even builds on it with a lot more DLC and charm like that game has, I would be very interested in it. If they even change up the gameplay like Aces did for the tennis version, I think that they have a really special thing on their hands. Of course, Brain Age is a thing that we've known about for a long time, and SpongeBob game, yes, a lot of people are super excited about that. The remake actually looks really good, like graphic-wise, I love that. And getting extra DLC in terms of Three Houses, we could have expected something like that, right? They really want to make sure that everyone knows that these characters are in the zeitgeist. So maybe these characters might be coming to Smash Brothers to do that final bit of damage, right? And also Animal Crossing New Horizons amiibo support, which is great, similar to New Leaf, and new characters will visit on a yacht, which I think is a very cool idea. It really fits with the island setting, right? New Horizons. So I would love to see that actually come to fruition, right? Now, Pokemon Home, something that we've heard rumored about for dozens and dozens of years, now is finally coming, and I'm actually really curious if this will fix a lot of issues that people have have with Pokemon. So Gigantamax Melmetal would be interesting, and would love to see what that character looks like. Now, Shenmue 1 and 2 being on one cartridge is going to be the first introduction to people, a lot of people, to Shenmue, and I think that will be just great. I mean, having 1 and 2 in one cartridge, that's kind of amazing. Now, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, of course, there have been a couple of ports, but this seems to be the ultimate edition, or as they call it, the complete edition. Cruise and Blast, and a lot more other information about Panzer Dragoon remake. Not too many more new things released or revealed about that. Rare Replay and Ori, which is great. Microsoft is really partnering up with Nintendo. That would be awesome as well. But here's where it kind of falls apart for me. But this could also signal that this might be real, because yeah, in a lot of different ways, this Fighter's Pass has been interesting, disappointing in other ways, really awesome in other ways, and having the last character being revealed to be Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes will definitely, for a lot of people, feel a little bit underwhelming. So that's one way that I could definitely see it happening, because it feels kind of like a realistic choice, a character that you could easily get, a character that you could really see work in Smash Brothers, have an original moveset. Of course, we don't have characters with light swords, so that would be very interesting, but in terms of iconography, I really hoped for a huge other character, a big first-party character, and maybe even a Microsoft or a Sony rep. That, I believe, is definitely in the cards for this, so I don't know if Travis Touchdown will be the final character. We've rumored about it for a very long time. Other people have said that it's very, very likely that this would happen, just because it is very likely. The character is a property that Nintendo could really very easily ask for Smash Brothers, and they would no doubt say yes to it. So all of this information combined, the SKUs and now info about a Nintendo Direct Mini, could all coincide together and kind of say, yeah, we might be getting that Nintendo Direct very soon. So I hope you guys are excited for it, because I'm already on the edge of my seat to see if the Nintendo Direct Mini will actually happen, right? So I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, you could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you think a Nintendo Direct is actually coming in January? So do you think it's going to happen? As for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us by way of YoshiFan65, saying, love the new intro, it's well animated and the song is really catchy, and if the Purple Man himself is coming to Smash, I would be happy. He deserves it. So Yoshi fan, thank you. Of course, Waluigi coming to Smash. We talked about it yesterday. There's a lot more information about it, and even Nintendo's president of America talked about it. It's pretty interesting, pretty insane, and also people have said Waluigi has now turned 20. Yes, our boy is in his 20s now. When everybody's cheating but me. And I think it's really awesome, because it could mean the year of Waluigi is upon us. Fans have already stated that for us, this is just the year of Waluigi now, right? So I don't think he's getting his own game, but maybe a little bit of more recognition through social media, and maybe even Smash, right? That'd be great. So Yoshi, also thank you so much for saying that the new intro is great. I worked very hard on animating it, and the song is actually by TRP the Red Panda, which is a good friend of mine, makes really good music, so go and follow him too. His Instagram link is actually in the description of this video. He is insane. I made the original block content theme, and I thought that it was pretty cool, but then he just remixed it, made it super, super modern and sleek and amazing, and I've been listening to it for the past couple of weeks since he sent it to me, and it was basically just a gift, and I was like, well, then I'll have to animate a new intro because the song's just so good. So I did, and that's why you get it. So there's a whole lot more that changed with block content, and I'm actually in the process of shooting and editing brand new content for you guys that's not Leak Speak related at all, and we have some brand new Snake Codec scripts as well. So on that note, thank you guys so much for sending in your comments, because these are so much fun to read through, and of course a big shout out to you guys that support block content. You guys mean everything to me. Everyone who joins through the live streams and donates or Patreon supporters, you guys are awesome. So if you want to donate, you can. Thank you so much for it in advance. Patreon.com/blockedcontent. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Block Content family yet, don't worry. Click the subscribe button, ring the little bell for notifications, like this video. All the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily just to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll just see you around the corner where there's always some more Blocked Content. See ya.